Hey to my awesome women over 40, close to 50 like me. I'm on a mission to help y'all get and stay married, attract the love you desire and deserve. And hello to my DEAs. And this one, I'm going to address you. Distinguished, experienced, admirable men over 50. My husband is a man over 50, close to 60. I love him. I love him. I love him. He does it for me. So I'm talking to y'all in this video because I'm talking about Chicago stepping. So I know lots of different people will watch this video, but it really is going to be from the point of view as a beginner. I'm going to give you, I wrote down 10 things just to keep the list kind of short. I tried to keep it at 5, but it's 10 things that you need to know as a beginner stepper, okay, as you begin on this journey with Chicago stepping. And these are things that would have been helpful for me. So I try to do it from a point of view of what would have helped me as a beginner stepper. I started stepping in April of 2024. I started with one group first of instructors, and I went over to another instructor, and her name is Luisa. I absolutely love her. She's phenomenal, and I'll talk about her throughout my suggestions or my tips. I also work with another instructor named DJ Tony, who's from Chicago. Luisa's Panamanian. So that's something for you to know. My male instructor's from Chicago, and I work with him because my instructor Luisa and him, they both have competed together. So they've been in competitions. I know that I'm learning the right way from both instructors, so there's not a conflicting interest. So let's get into the steps, and then I'll give you like a summation between each one or a commentary. The first one is, once you're introduced, you say, hey, Montina, I see your videos, you see someone else's videos, you see it on Facebook, you might just see it out and about and you want a Chicago step. My first suggestion is to attend a few classes because every instructor has their own style, and you want to attend a few classes, see if you like the people in the class, see if you connect with the people in the class, see if you like the instructor. I've had instructors when I attended a few classes where I just didn't like their style, didn't like maybe the way they spoke to me. You know, we kind of, some of us in one class I attended were kind of scared of the instructor. So I was like, yeah, this isn't for me. So I'm like, oh, attend a few classes because someone told me about Luisa. I went to her class. I love her. I absolutely love how she cheers for us, encourages us. She just, I mean, we had a showcase. She's phenomenal. So attend a few classes, okay? And don't let people sway you from that. And then figure out which instructor works best for you. The second thing is decide on your style. And that's based again on the instructor. My instructor, Luisa, is a very sensual. If you see my video, she has like a very sensual, sexy style. I like that. I want to be sensual. I want to be sexy. You know, I want that feminine energy. Some have more, you know, their step is different. So again, decide on your style because your style is going to make you unique. And that's what's going to help you really embrace the dance if you're not from Chicago. I'm from Ohio. Okay, I'm not from Chicago. Um, but I'm a Midwest woman, okay? And I love the community of Chicago steppers that embrace us. In Chicago, they don't call it Chicago stepping, they call it just stepping. But I love the community and how they just embrace new steppers to learn stepping. So it's so much fun. The third thing is to build community around it. So like my step-in community has become my friends. I go to the sets, you know, I understand and embrace the community. Now there are sub communities or subcultures. So think of it as like a state, a whole state full of steppers in every different city. And then every city, right, or every county has its city. So your state, your county, your cities. So you have everyone that steps, and then your county has its different feel, and then the cities have a different feel. So every single typically group or class had the instructor. Now there's a group of you that kind of build community around each other. You connect, you talk, you might have a private chat that you do. So again, build community and engage. You know, greet other people. My community that I have is so tight. We're close. We see each other at sets. We sit with each other. We save each other's seats. So build community and also embrace the culture or check the culture I put here on my notes. There's a culture that comes along with this from each one of the communities. Okay. So again, just like there's a look and feel. I live in Atlanta, but we all say we live in Atlanta. And if I meet someone else that says they live in Atlanta, I'm like, what part? Like, that's what we do. What part? Whereas I'm from Ohio, and when they say where, I'll say my city, but it's close to Pittsburgh, and people know. So I wouldn't say like there's no east side, west side, north side. Whereas in Chicago or in Atlanta, there is. So again, check the culture, make sure it's one that you want to be part of. When you go to the sets, are parties, but they call them sets. That's another one, to understand the language, but I don't want to create an 11th one, so I'll add it in somewhere. Maybe I'll add it in now. Make sure that you understand the language. They don't call them parties, they call them sets, okay? Understand that there is a 6 count, there's an 8 count, okay? So just, take some time and understand, like I've watched documentaries, I've met, one of my instructors, my male instructor, DJ Tony, his instructor was Andre Blackwell. So again, understand the history, understand, I watched a video about the creator, like where the name Steppin came from, things like that. I have here, have fun, that's a given, but when I first started, I wasn't having fun, and that's why they say be confident, really just have fun, and it doesn't matter if you mess up, it doesn't. So have fun with it, don't take it too seriously. But here's the other part of that, you have to practice. You should know your basic left turn, right turn. You have to practice. Don't go to step 1 hour a week, 2 hours a week and not practice. I started going like 2 hours. Now I go 6 hours a week because I love it. And that's just practice. That's just to my instructor. Outside of the practice, I go to a group setting. Outside of the practice, I go to the sets. So I'm stepping about 10 to 12 hours a week. I love it. I love it. It's so much fun. But if you don't practice, let me tell you what happened. So I showed up at my first set. I was so nervous. I was sweating. Oh my God, I just was so nervous. And actually, let me give you a quick tip. Let me step out of the frame of the camera and give you a quick tip. I got this like rechargeable fan off Amazon. Put my affiliate link in here. But this fan, I used to think like, why they got them fans? When you really get out there and start dancing, you're gonna need a fan, okay? Because you're gonna be glistening like a goddess to my women, okay? But if you don't practice, and you come on, everyone knows the newbies. They know who we are. We sitting there all eager, like, oh, someone's gonna ask me to dance. And my instructor gives us some tips to get basically for you, so that men will ask you. I don't stay seated at all anymore. Okay, I used to, but now, I walk in before I can set my purse down. As soon as it's down, hey, come on, let's go. And they'll pull you. The etiquette is another thing. They'll pull you onto the dance floor. It's okay. I'll get to that one. For my men, I'm trying to stay focused. I'm sorry. All right. So again, practice. When I first started stepping, a couple men would ask me, and then it was kind of like, okay, the newer men would ask me, not the advanced. Once they noticed that I had practiced, or I'd go up to them, when they come in, I say, hey, I learned her name, Donald. I practice. I can do my left turn. He said, you just need the basics of left turn, right turn. I said, I got it. Because sometimes they're going to put you on roll out, roll backs, and different turns, box turns, extended rights. So again, you got to practice. I practice every single day. So I'm in practice Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe now Tuesday with my husband. And then I practice at home. My instructor, Luisa, is amazing. So she actually has these boards where she has it written down on all of our basics and advanced steps. And someone was like, send it to me. I can. We pay to go to the classes. They're not free. Okay, we pay. And like, you have to learn it. It's not going to help you if you're not there. So practice. If you don't practice, everyone can tell, and you're not going to get asked to dance, and that's when you're not going to feel good. Okay, but once you practice, honey, baby, you ain't going to stay sitting down. Ain't going to be like, come on, let's go. I mean, they come up to me now like, save me a dance. I love it. It's so much fun. All right, so I think this is my 6th one. Go to sets. Go to the sets. Again, go to the sets and dance. Go to the sets. Don't sit there the whole time. Women ask men to dance, okay? I don't typically, but you can. But there are some people I love to dance with. So there's one like Donald. He's funny, turns you all over the place, and he's fun to dance with. And I like dancing with him because he encouraged me in the beginning. So women ask men to dance, but you have to go to the sets. In Georgia, where I live in Atlanta, there are sets Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, pretty much every weekend, okay? Whew, it's a lot. You can check out Cynthia's 411. Cynthia's 411, just Google it for Chicago Steppin'. She has all the sets throughout the country. Okay, so there's always something going on. Dress nice, okay? This is not a time where you need to be having on no tennis shoes unless you have like the wedgie ones. But just put on something where you feel good, look good, smell good, sis. Put on something that's twirly, okay? It's so much fun. And I wear things that twirl. I wear things that, just a straight, kind of jumpsuit sexy, but I always get my little sexy on. It is so much fun. If you are a natural woman wearing your hair straight, take a scrunchie because, baby, you probably going to sweat your hair out. So I always end up in a ponytail at the end of the night. The eighth thing here is learn, and I'll have them all at the end where I repeat them. If someone wants to put them in the comments, thank you. Learn the language and the etiquette. Okay, that's where I'm going to talk about the language. There is a language. Now, you're not out there talking about roll out, roll back. Nobody's going to call out your turns except in class. Nobody calls out your turns except in class, okay? But you have to learn that there's an etiquette to this, because I ask questions. What's the etiquette when you go there? One of my friends was like, well, if he asked you to dance one time, it means this, two times, it means this, three times, it means this. I wanted to know the proper etiquette, okay, because there's an etiquette to this. Learn the language, okay? There's a different language. They talk about boppers, swingers, steppers, ballroom. It's a lot, but learn the language. With this right here, also learn there's a count, 6 count, 8 count. Those from Chicago typically don't count. They count for newbies, but they don't count. If you're a man, let me tell you this, please. Learn the dance, because even if you can, my husband's a bopper, he knows bopping. There is a language for giving signals to a woman. So this, like right here, my instructor calls it the greater than sign, is an extended left. There's for a right turn, left turn, but there's this, and you'd have to turn also on specific steps. So it's not like you just lift it up and we know what to do. And also because there is a step to it, and again, you either naturally know it or it's intuitive more so now because you've been doing it so long. But, we go back on 4, back, coming up rock 7, 8. So if you don't learn it and, the woman that you're with knows it or is learning it, you don't make her look good. And the design for this is to make the woman look good. This dance is for the woman to look good. The lead has to make sure that we can follow. So please don't be like, I don't need to go to lessons. You need to go to lessons. Even if you can just move and you got a swag and you smooth with it, she don't know what to do. Okay, she shouldn't have to guess. And then it messes up her dance when she goes with an advanced dancer, and then she won't get asked to dance. So again, understand the language. This is a community where everyone dances with everyone. Yes, it is just a dance, only if you might be single and maybe you do like somebody. I don't understand how all this works, but I do have an instructor, and she did marry her instructor many, many years ago. Okay, so hey, I don't know. There's some nice looking men and women at Step. Okay, last one I had here, and I got to get ready to go to cycle class. Don't entertain any gossip. None. Zero. Shut it down. I'm not a gossiper. That's like not my nature. But if you know that you are, like, don't get into this and get involved in gossip, because people can. I've found that, like, someone made a comment about my instructor, like the one, it was like, oh no, like she dances her culture or something because she's Panamanian. And but they didn't recognize I like her sensual style. And the person told me I don't like their style of dance. They've been doing it a long time, but my instructor Luisa teaches you to smile, feel the music. Like, she teaches us to be sensual and not move our hips either. We're swaying. Oh, I glide like a goddess even when I walk, honey. And if you're single or even married and you're like, oh, I want something to be more a little sensual, find you somebody that has that type of style. It's helping me in my other dances. I think it's even helping me just in my overall life and marriage. So wrapping it up, okay, I'm just going to read them off. 1, attend a few classes. 2, decide on your style that you want to adopt, male or female. Okay, this is men and women. This is relative for all of you. 1, attend a few classes. 2, decide on your style. 3, build your community. 4, check the culture. 5, have fun. Don't take it so serious. 6, practice your basics, left turn, right turn. That's the foundation. You must practice. 6, go to sets and dance. 7, dress nice. 8, learn the etiquette and learn the language. 9, do not entertain gossip. Okay, so that must have been my 10. Don't entertain gossip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's it. That's all of them. And I hope this helps you. Again, if you are thinking about Chicago stepping, you're new to Chicago stepping. Oh, and make sure you record your videos. I upload mine to YouTube. You can make them private, but you really do need to see yourself because in the beginning I was, marching, I was hopping, and you want to be as smooth like you're skating. Okay, so you need to make sure that you're recording so you can watch your videos. Your instructor can give you feedback, and then you can critique yourself. Okay, so I hope to see you soon. If you're in Atlanta, come up and say hi to me. I love stepping, and I would love to dance with you too. All right, y'all, have fun. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.